like 5 minutes because I forget where I put them. There's like 5 scattered on the floor right now. Anyways, I wanted to do a quick video on some of my favorite DID and OSDD resources that are out there, and I will put all the links that are relevant in the description for you guys. The camera is tilted too low, hold up. When it comes to informational websites, I believe you can do no wrong when it comes to didresearch.org, that's did-research.org, or traumadissociation.com with no spaces and all lowercase. Both of those are extremely informational and super helpful, and I would 100%, 10 out of 10 recommend them to anyone looking to learn more about DID or OSDD outside of my videos or any of my friends' videos here on the site. For systems, some of my favorite resources are journals. They help you keep track of who's fronted recently, what's happened in your daily life if you have lots of amnesia, and I don't know, it's just good to always have a constant track of things. There's like 5 bajillion reasons for systems to use journals, and I'm blanking on all of them right now. Switch tracking, alter profiles, mood tracking, communication between alters, inner world logging, straight up sketching out your inner world, keeping track of homework assignments, classes throughout amnesia barriers. The list goes on. If you're not into physical journals, another one of my favorite things is setting up your own personal Discord server that no one else is on except for yourself. If you're familiar with Discord, you'll know this allows you to sort things into specific channels, which, especially with the update, will allow you to switch track very easily, will allow you to take notes, you can have different alter sections, and you can even invite one of my 2 favorite bots in existence, which is Tupperware or Pluralkit. Both of them are specifically designed for systems. Technically, Tupperware is designed for tulpas, but it can be modified if you go into the bot settings for specifically systems and have the tag alter instead of tulpa set up on it. I personally prefer Pluralkit because it allows you to set a system tag, and this means when you're setting up each alter's profile. If I was to set up a profile on Tupperware, I would have to put silver the ring system as my name, whereas on Pluralkit I can put my name as silver, and if my system tag is set as the ring system, it will automatically add that on the back of my name whenever I send a message, which is super helpful when it comes to editing anything in an alter's profile, because that means you just have to type their name and you don't have to remember your system tag or anything else that could have gone wrong in setting that up. It also has a cuter icon. This can be helpful both if you're in Discord community servers and with your own individual Discord server, as it allows you to log which alter says which thing without having to do the typical -silver at the end of each message. It just flips the icon and flips the name automatically for you. Oh, I never explained what the bots do. Both these bots, whenever you send a message in any Discord server, you can set a proxy tag, and the bot can detect which alter sent the message by which proxy you used, and then replace your message with another one that has that alter's name and their own profile picture. It's super helpful. It takes a little bit to first figure out and really get in the groove of using, and especially the setup process is kind of long, but once you get it set up, it's honestly super worth it, and I use it basically every day. And finally, community. Community is important for a couple reasons. While a community might not be the most perfectly academic place, it can be a wonderful support system for individuals with DID to be able to find others like them and not feel alone in the world. There's a YouTube community, which includes me and all my other fellow DID and OSDD YouTubers. Discord communities have been really helpful to me. I am in multiple Discord servers in community spaces. And then finally, I hesitate to recommend this one, but there's the Tumblr community, and if you can navigate that and avoid the discourse, then go do that, but I haven't been able to do that, and I've actually dropped out of the community on Tumblr for the most part. Hi, I'm back again, and this time in a different shirt because it's almost a month later and I realize there's a couple other things that need to be added on this list to make it a perfectly complete resources video for you guys. Recently, I have found 4 apps that are really useful for people with DID or OSDD. The first one is called Dailyo, which is originally a mood tracking app that will allow you to track your moods throughout the day. If you were using Dailyo normally, what you would do is you would set each mood with a custom icon that would go with that mood, and whenever you would feel that, you could quickly go into the app and click on that mood, and it would track the time the mood occurred and how long it was there. You can also set multiple moods for each time frame. This, as you can see, is easily switchable over to alters when you realize that you can edit the mood to be whatever you want. So from an alter perspective, you can set up little icons for each different alter with the name of the alter corresponding to each icon. And whenever that alter fronts, you can quickly press a button that indicates when the alter fronted, and it will timestamp it. And you can even, if there's multiple people in the front, mark each alter that was there at the same time. Thus, Dailyo is really good for switch tracking in systems. Two apps are quite similar. They're called Serif and Self-Talking. And the reason why both of these are going to be in one segment is because one of them is for Android, that's Serif, and one of them is for Apple or iPhone, which is Self-Talking. Both of these apps, when used in a neurotypical setting, are character roleplay apps, which allow you to set up different characters and mime them communicating with each other. But when you take it in a DID perspective from a DID user, you can have all your alters have a little individual account that can have different colored text and different custom icons, and you can set up messages back and forth to each other. This allows whatever alter is out in front to leave messages for another alter in specific or the system in general, and you can easily tell when that message was sent, who it was from, and the contents itself. These two apps are really good for inter-system communication and general idea sharing. The last app, the fourth app, is called Mystagram, which is really an interesting name for it, but it's a pun off Instagram. Again, it's another character roleplay app, which is kind of weird because we are actual people using a setup for characters. But again, you can create individual profiles for each alter that has different text color and different icon color. It's actually made by the same person as Self-Talking. And each alter profile will be able to create their own private Instagram account. All of this is private, none of it is open to the web, and it's purely for internal use only. All of the accounts can see each other's photos that they upload, and then they can comment on each other's photos. But what I think is really useful for systems is that there's a calendar aspect that shows a daily photo log and tracks what account it was posted under. What this basically does is set up a photo diary that is easily tracked by what alter posted, when they posted, what day they posted, and if they have any comments that they ascribed to that activity. And even further, if any other alters commented on that photo the alter posted and then had their own input. I have only recently started using it, so I don't have too much personal feedback on it, but it seems like a really good way to keep track of amnesia, with different alters posting about what they partook in throughout the day. It looks really easy to use. You can just take a picture of whatever's around you or whatever you happen to be doing and quickly upload it with a simple caption. It looks and feels a lot like Instagram, even though that's not a platform that I actively use anymore. But again, it is all completely private and completely not open to the internet, so no one else can find this information on you. Again, I want to say that 3 of these apps I suggested are character roleplay apps, but when used in a DID/OSDD context, they're not being used for characters, they're being used for real people. The sad part is that there haven't been enough apps developed for actual people with DID/OSDD that uses all the correct terminology, so we have to rely on some of these resources that are used for character or internal roleplay. But we can take these resources and use them to our advantage and to our own standpoint to keep better track of our lives and have better communication overall. So I hope that's helpful. Sorry for it being short. This is I'm planning on posting this over winter break when I can't record nearly as much, so I hope this content helps, and I will see you guys again in full when I get back. Bye!